It would seem that the judicial system is now being targeted in the fight against crime. Many are now questioning the length of cases, in particular major ones, such as the Jay's robbery, and the terms and conditions under which bail is granted. Some are asking what is being done to put violators behind bars even after they have been apprehended by police officials. In the most recent Chamber of Commerce meeting that featured panel guests His Excellency Governor Gordon Weatherall, Chief Executive Mark Capes, and Economic Advisor Brian Titley, residents voiced their concerns not only about the economy but the current judicial system as well.
See more support also coming from the judicial aspect of things, because some of these people who are committing these offenses are still walking the streets among us on bail or suspended sentences. You know, so and come back up and start again.
No, I'm aware of that. Of course, you know that sort of gets us into into issues of the courts and their independence and so on. But I mean, there are a number of points which deal with with the role on the one hand of the police, of the prosecuting services, and of the judiciary, and we'll see what we can do in terms of looking at things like sentencing guidelines and so on. But we also have to operate within an environment where constitutional rights and so on are also protected.
It almost defeats the purpose though. If the police are going to be able to combat crime, and once it reaches before the courts, it's right back where we started from.
Residents also asked for an update on the war against crime and what adjustments are being made by the Royal Turks and Caicos police force.
Where are we in winning the war against crime? My security is at stake right now in this country. I don't feel protected. What is happening with the police force, and how are we doing with that?
In the past year, despite the constraints that there have been on public expenditure, I think, which are familiar to everyone, we've made an exception of the police force, which has received an increase of about 25% in its provision, and this so far has enabled us to add and hope to continue adding to the patrol vehicles. We've managed to increase the complement of the police force so they can recruit up to the authorized number, with a training school now established in Grand Turk for young recruits to be there. We've had additional recruits in terms of 4 UK officers who've arrived recently to help resource in critical areas of crime detection. And also in community policing. We're in discussions with the Canadian government, which I hope will soon result in further assistance from that front.
The governor also added, what has been even more alarming than the number of crimes committed is the number of violent crimes committed. And in response, there has been additional training for the police tactical unit.
There has been progress made with the tactical unit. That's the armed element of the police force, who now have new equipment and have undergone training in its use in the Bahamas. Having said that, of course, we're cognizant of the fact that crime. I mean, it's not so much the volume of overall crime as the increase in the amount of violent crime that has taken place, which is of great concern. The crime is a top priority for all of us. The TCI, I think, quite rightly, is an environment which is used to low crime, verging on nil crime, and I think that's something to be proud about. And we need to do our best to return things to that situation.
For WIV4 News, I'm Jody Harvey.